Since February 28th, the US-Iran war has pushed Brent crude oil prices above $112, driving gasoline costs up more than 100%, hitting your wallet hard at the pump. Jet fuel prices have doubled, causing airline ticket costs to soar. Your next flight could cost hundreds more, squeezing your travel budget tighter than ever before. Lawmakers like Senator Elizabeth Warren are warning the FTC to watch for price gouging, but experts say supply shocks from the Strait of Hormuz disruption are the real cause behind these spikes. Ken Medlock of Rice University explains there is no evidence of unfair price hikes, only market reactions to the biggest oil supply disruption in history, centered around the Strait of Hormuz. This surge means your monthly gas bill could rise by $150 or more. Watch for airlines adding surcharges that inflate ticket prices by up to 20%. Protect your budget now. Senator Richard Blumenthal joined the call for FTC action, warning that price gouging could add hundreds to your monthly fuel and food bills if unchecked. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical oil shipping lane, to clear faces unprecedented disruption, directly impacting global oil flow and pushing your gas prices even higher. Jet fuel surcharges have surged over 100%, meaning your next flight could cost an extra $150 or more just to cover skyrocketing fuel expenses. The Federal Trade Commission, led by Chair Andrew Ferguson, is under pressure to investigate unfair pricing that could drain hundreds from your wallet monthly. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink warns that these inflationary shocks could reshape markets, affecting your retirement portfolio's growth and your future financial security. The surge in jet fuel prices has airlines adding surcharges over 100%, pushing your airfare up by hundreds of dollars on popular routes this summer travel season. Senator Richard Blumenthal joined the push for stronger FTC action to stop price gouging, warning that unchecked corporate greed will drain your wallet further. The Federal Trade Commission, led by Chair Andrew Ferguson, is under pressure to investigate unfair price hikes that could cost your family hundreds more on everyday essentials. Count your money for Supply chain shocks from the Iran war are disrupting oil shipments through the Strait of Hormuz, the world's most critical oil passage, directly inflating your gas and heating bills. Brent crude oil prices remain volatile, trading near $103 a barrel, a key factor driving the $4 increase in your weekly grocery and transportation expenses. Senator Joe Manchin just called for a federal investigation into potential price manipulation by oil companies amid soaring gasoline costs hitting your wallet. Meanwhile, refinery shutdowns across Texas have reduced fuel output by 15%, tightening supply and pushing your gas prices up by nearly 25 cents per gallon. The Texas Railroad Commission, which regulates oil production, is under pressure to ease restrictions but has yet to act, leaving your fuel costs elevated for months. Shell Oil CEO Wael Sawan recently stated that global supply chain issues will keep oil prices volatile, directly impacting your heating and transportation bills this year. Watch for rising electricity bills next quarter as natural gas prices climb alongside oil, squeezing your household budget tighter than ever before. The International Energy Agency reports global oil inventories dropped by 50 million barrels since March and tightening supply and pushing your fuel prices even higher. Saudi Aramco announced production cuts last week, removing 1.3 million barrels per day from the market, directly impacting how much you pay at the pump. Refinery workers striking in Louisiana have shut down key plants, reducing gasoline output by 15%, meaning your local gas stations could face shortages soon. The New York Mercantile Exchange shows crude oil futures surged 8% last week, signaling that your heating and transportation costs will rise through summer. ExxonMobil CEO warned that ongoing geopolitical tensions could keep oil prices above $120 per barrel through 2026, meaning your yearly fuel expenses may increase by $1,200. The latest data shows diesel fuel prices jumped 15% in March alone, adding nearly $120 to your annual commuting costs starting this month. The energy analyst Fatih Birol from the International Energy Agency warns that ongoing geopolitical tensions will keep fuel prices elevated through 2026. With refinery capacity strained, expect your home heating bills to rise by at least $250 this winter due to higher fuel costs. Retailers are passing these energy price increases directly to you, pushing grocery prices up by 8% this quarter alone, hitting your food budget hard. Here's where it gets interesting. If you act now to lock in fixed-rate energy plans, you could save up to $400 over the next year. The latest government report reveals that supply chain delays now add an extra $320 annually to your grocery bills starting this quarter. And here is where it gets interesting. Inflation on everyday goods means your $1,200 monthly food budget could swell by $100 or more by summer. If this saved you even one bad financial decision, hit subscribe. Your future self will thank you. Drop a comment. What's your biggest money worry right now?